and welcome to Abundant Heart Speak. Today, we will talk about the topic of transition
Transition.
and how to navigate through transition. Because we have transitions in every aspect of life. It doesn't matter who you are, with your race, color, creed, your ethnicity, your social status, your religious background, your political affiliation. Everyone will go through transition, whether it's a good transition or a bad transition. It doesn't matter. We will all go through it. So now, what do we do to navigate through it?
That's correct. And like I said, one thing that I have learned about transitions, they can take on many different forms.
Yes.
Like I said, it could easily happen like when you go from being single to married.
Yes.
Or when you go from being living in America and moving to Japan.
Yes.
Or it can be simple as transitioning jobs, from one job to another. But we all go through transitions, and we need to know how to deal with that.
Yes. So one thing that we must understand is that it's gonna happen. So we need to stay positive about the transition that we're going through and surround ourselves by positive people as well. If you have negativity and negative people in your life, you need to prune the branch. You need to get rid of that because you cannot go into a transition with all that negativity. You must ride the wave out because the transition comes and then it goes. So it doesn't last forever. So ride the wave.
And for me, just transitioning from Georgia to Japan, it was harder than I thought. Moving from America, where I had a job as a police officer, and being giving up my profession to come here and to be a stay-at-home dad. That was a big transition. And I was a stay-at-home dad probably for about almost a year, and I would like to thank all the stay-at-home moms and the mothers who raised kids and who had to stay at home and do the housework. I praise them, and I thank God for each and every one of them because it was hard. It was very hard, but I rode that wave.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it wasn't without the conversation. We needed to talk it out because what he was feeling is that he wasn't contributing to our family.
Correct.
But that truly was not the truth. He contributed in ways he did not understand. For me to be able to come home from work and not have to struggle and stress about cooking dinner and cleaning up and making sure our son was fine, that took a burden and a weight off of me that I could do my job and do it with excellence and then come home and still love them with excellence because I wasn't all burnt out and I wasn't tired. That was the greatest influence. And then to let him know what kind of impact he was making on our son. For our son to be able to see him every day. For him to pour into his life. And to be there for him when he got out of school. To be there to pick him up, fix his lunches, and play with him. All of that stuff made an impact. Okay, you weren't bringing home a paycheck. But guess what? That didn't matter. The other contribution was way more than any paycheck could have ever brought our family.
And I appreciate that, and that really means a lot. And but like I said, it was hard. But I would do it again for my family. Like I said, I walk on water if I could. I would I climb the highest mountain if I could for my family, and that's what I do. I just make sure that we are a team and that we work together like that. So I would do it again.
Yeah. But we needed that conversation to help him get through that transition and to be able to state what he's stating right here today. Yeah. Because if I would have just left it alone, it was like, well, that's his problem. He's got to deal with that. He's going to have to go through that depression and whatever he's going through. Leave me out of it. Guess what? We might not have made it through that transition. Exactly. So it's important to have stability with your partner to be able to have the conversation, understand the conversation, and help them move forward and doing it together.
And I tell you what, Heartbeats, and it also helps to have a great spouse, someone to encourage you, someone to be there, even when you're going through those bouts of depression a little bit, about not being a breadwinner, not having feeling like I wasn't taking care of my family, and like I said, I had the support of my wife, which did help me ride the wave.
Yeah. And it really did. And it helped us both, because when he was going through that transition of being a stay-at-home dad, I was going through the transition of being the only breadwinner. And I was like, okay, how is this going to work? We literally took a $40,000 pay cut in order to do it. But we had a purpose to give back to our country.
Actually, it was a $55,000.
Well, $55,000 pay cut. So we had that that drive and that urge to serve our country.
That's right.
And to help take care of those who lay their lives on the line every day for us. And if I, in some small way, by teaching their children, will help them have a peace of mind to do what they do, it was well worth it for us. So we were happy to do it, but we didn't know the transitions that were going to come with it.
Exactly. And like I said, just it took us by storm. But like I said, we was able to ride that wave, and we will have another transition come up in about 2 years, because our son Joshua graduates in 2 years. So we're gonna have to go through that transition of sending him off to school and
becoming empty nesters. I mean, and that's going to be a transition, but it's going to be a transition that we're welcoming.
That's right.
And that we are willing to go through, because we know he's going to turn out to be an awesome young man. And this one here wants more alone time with mom.
That's right. So hopefully, like I said, we're not trying to rush our son off. We're going to enjoy these 2 years, and but when he do go to college, when he do go off to college to become a man, it's going to be all right.
Yes. So, Heartbeats, if you can learn something from us that will help you better navigate your transition you're going through now, that's what we do at Abundant Hearts. We're real, we're raw, and we're relevant. And what we want to do is we want to assist and help others that are out there, especially our heartbeats. So if you're not a heartbeat yet, but you would like to be, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, that we can get our posts out to you, because this is real talk. This stuff is for real, and we're learning through, and we're growing as well. And it's all about balance and finding the love in the balance.
And hopefully, as you guys become heartbeats, that you can just type us and let us know any kind of subject you want to talk about, and we can talk about it.
Absolutely. Well, until next time, Heartbeats, we love you guys. Mwah.